Hello everyone, I hope you guys are well and having a wonderful day so far. So in the last year, I learned that mixing different ingredients with my henna and different liquids instead of water can actually tone down the orange hue of the henna and alter the final color that I get. So I love switching it up every time, and the color tones of my hair, it changes slightly almost every treatment. It is so much fun, and I love the fact that I am taking care of my hair and scalp at the same time. So today we are trying tea. Teas are a fun addition to the henna, and it is almost unlimited because there is a wide variety of different kind of teas that you could use, from green tea to black, herbal, and fruit. So which tea you should use, it depends on the color shade that you want. Different teas produce slightly different color variations. For example, for redder tones, use hibiscus tea or any red tea. If you want to boost the golden tones, use chamomile tea. And if you want to boost the browner tones, use black tea. Today I am shooting for browner tones, so I will be using black tea. And black tea actually is rich with antioxidants that benefit your hair. So it's not only going to give your hair a natural shine, it also helps boost hair growth. However, it does contain caffeine, so it might dry out your scalp a little. Nothing crazy that a deep conditioner hair mask can't fix, but if you are sensitive to caffeine and you can't drink it, just be careful because your body will absorb some of it through your scalp. Now, I didn't personally have any problems sleeping or anything like that, but I am used to caffeine, but I know some people are sensitive, so it is worth mentioning. And now that we got all of that out of the way, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to start by making some strong black tea. So to the infuser basket of my teapot, I'm going to add a few tablespoons of this loose black tea leaves. And now I'm going to put this inside my teapot and pour water directly over the leaves until they are all covered. And I am using distilled water. And now I'm going to put this on medium heat and bring it up to a boil, and after that we can turn the heat off and let it steep for 10-15 minutes or until it is cooled down enough to add to the henna. Okay guys, now my tea is ready, and for reference, my hair is about halfway down my back, so I usually find 200 grams of the total paste is good enough to cover all of my hair. And today I am keeping my recipe simple, so I am starting with some henna in my bowl. Make sure to use good quality henna because that makes all the difference. Now to my henna, I'm going to add some amla powder and aloe vera powder. I will leave the exact measurements I'm using today in the info box below, and just mix the dry powders all together first. And now I'm going to add my warm tea. Add enough to make a thick paste. I don't really measure the liquid as each batch of henna can absorb varying amounts of liquid each time. So don't worry about being precise. It's a pretty forgiving process. So I usually add my liquid little at a time and mix it until I get a yogurt-like consistency. Alright, this looks perfect. So now I'm going to cover it up and let it sit for dye release. And I'm also going to cover it with this blanket because it's quite cold here today. It has been a few hours now. I heated up my tea in case I need to add any more to my henna. And right now we're just going to check the dye release. Alright, looking pretty good. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more of tea and mix it in really well, and we'll be ready. And just like that, we're here now. So preparation is everything when it comes to applying the henna base. So really make sure you gather all of your supplies. Also cover the floor and the countertop of your bathroom, as henna can and will stain your surface. Also wear something that you don't mind dyeing. And of course, you need to wash your hair before applying the henna base to your hair. So make sure you wash your hair with only shampoo. Use a clarifying shampoo, as natural natural oils and products build up can shield the hair shaft from the henna. So I washed my hair last night, and this is the shampoo I use. It's a clarifying shampoo. It has tea tree oil in it. Smells really good. And you need to use clarifying shampoo because it really cuts through all the buildup and keeps your hair squeaky clean and ready for the henna application. So like I said, I washed my hair last night and I didn't use any conditioner. That's why it's a bit dry right now, but that's how you want it. But you can also apply henna to wet or dry hair. It doesn't matter, whatever is easier for you to manage. And once you're ready, you can just wear your gloves and go for it. So the most crucial thing here is to coat your hair evenly with the henna mixture. So you can use your hands or a dyeing brush. Just part your hair in the center after combing it thoroughly to remove all the tangles. And then you can take a small section of hair about 2 inches wide from the topmost layer and apply the henna base liberally from the roots towards the tips, from the top and bottom, and make sure you cover the hair very well as you move from one section to another. You can twist the applied section and wrap it into a bun and just repeat the same thing on the other sections of hair until you are done. And once you have covered all the sections and made sure the entire hair is applied evenly, you can take a plastic cap now and cover your hair. This will help the henna set, as the plastic will help in keeping the henna warm and moist. You can also rub your head with a towel or wear a beanie over the plastic cap to keep the henna super warm. And depending on the level of intensity that you're looking for is how long you should leave this in your hair. I suggest a minimum of 3 hours for a nice strong color. Alright, so after about 4.5 hours, it was time to rinse my hair. And to remove the henna, I like to flip my hair over and rinse it under a bathtub faucet. This helps in removing any gritty pieces of henna. You just have to be gentle when you do this and rinse it thoroughly until the water runs clear. And now once the larger bits and grit have been mostly rinsed out, I get into the shower, and to get the remaining henna out of my hair, I use a co-wash and a comb to comb my hair. This really helps remove anything I've missed without interfering with the color. Now henna takes a few days to develop properly. That's why it's always a good idea to wait at least 24 hours before you shampoo your hair. And now before I show you guys my hair after, I always like to show you guys my hair before, so you get to see the difference and you get to see what we were working with. So at this point it has been about 6 weeks since the last henna treatment I did. So you can see right now I have some gray roots, which is the new growth, and the old henna hair, it still looks okay, but it's not as vibrant as when it was fresh. And now this is my hair a few days after the treatment. I waited 48 hours to shampoo my hair for the first time, and wow, I just can't believe how good the coverage is and how beautiful my hair came out this time. The color is nice too. You could totally tell the black tea toned down the orange henna to kind of like light chocolate brown color. Still has some reddish undertones that you could only see under the sun. It is just so gorgeous when the sunlight hits it, but my hair indoors right now looks brown. Plus it has like extra shine because I use the black tea. It does feel a bit dry, but I haven't done any deep conditioning hair mask yet. I am planning on doing that the next week. But I truly love this recipe because I feel like it worked perfect on my hair, and it definitely made the henna orange tone darker than usual. And this color will last actually for about 4 to 5 weeks depending on how frequently you wash your hair. Just make sure you are using a color safe shampoo. I will link a few of my favorites in the description box below. But that's why applying this treatment once a month helps to maintain a beautiful color, which something I don't mind at all because the benefits of henna for your hair are numerous. It not only gives your hair a salon-like makeover, it also promotes healthy hair and hair growth, which is very unlike chemical dyes. And with this, we complete this video, my friends. I really hope that you all enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, please thumbs it up, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!